Ka kite, it's Tanya from DDs Alternative Health here, and so you might wonder what voting's got to do with health. Well, when the health makes lots of decisions, like COVID that's happened at the moment, and it is kind of like a political stance that they've taken. It's important that you vote. So because voting says how you're going to have your shelter, how your business is going to run if you've got a business, or how your they make lots of decisions about health. So it's that's why I'm talking about voting. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I am going to tell you a little bit of history about voting. So New Zealand was the first country to allow women to vote. So I know it's some young people might find that pretty hard to believe, but women weren't allowed to vote. You had to ask your husband or your brothers to make a vote for you because I think might have been the 1920s or 30s. We didn't have a voice, and so they allowed women to vote. So that happened in New Zealand, and so it is. I feel very very passionate. I'm able to vote, and in some countries, if you were coloured, you weren't allowed to vote, and that was right up to about the 1950s, 1960s. So, me being, brown and a woman, you know, given me the situation in the 1920s, I wouldn't have had a voice, and so I'm just saying, we're lucky that we can vote. We're not a communist country. That means that we're not run by Crown, or we're not run by a party of people that haven't been voted in. So we're quite lucky in that aspect. So if you don't do it for yourself, do it for people that kind of fought for you to have a voice. And for men, your mum's got to vote. Your mum gets to vote, and your mum gets to have a say. So, and so it's important. So anyway, I think it finishes on the 13th of October. So it's kind of changed because you usually have it on one day, and so you know who has won. But because of COVID, it's spread over 10 days, and so this. It opened 2 days ago, and on the 3rd, and so I voted, and I was there when someone was taking their first vote, and so they had come in, and they were obviously made a citizen, so they could, and you have the Māori electorate roll, and so the Māori electorate roll looks a little bit different because not all parties are in the Māori electorate rolls because they don't have people representing them. So that's something that you don't know. And when you first go to enrol, they ask you if you want to be on the Māori electorate roll or the general, and you have to have iwi connections to be in the Māori electoral roll. You have to have you just can't go, I'm going to go to Māori electoral roll and you're not Māori, because it is for Māori, and I hope they keep those seats. Anyway, so ka kite, that's all on me waffling on about voting. Every day until the 13th, I'm going to take a picture of something anyway that kind of represents what hopefully the new government's going to look like for us. So anyway, happy voting. Thanks for taking the time to listen to my videos, and we'll see you on the next big one. Okay, ka kite.